Good evening and thank you for joining us for another episode of Business PNG. In the current economic environment, investment in renovation and refurbishment is something companies are avoiding, content with playing safe at least until the economy strengthens once again. However, this isn't the case for retail giant City Pharmacy Limited, who has once again opened up the original Stop N Shop Waigani to the public. City Pharmacy Limited has often had the knack to redefine and reinvent at the most unconventional times. Credited to the captain of the CPL ship, chairman and founder Mahesh Patel, known for taking leaps of faith at often trying times for the economy, when saving face is the go-to strategy for companies.
I think expansion is our middle name basically at CPL. We're very confident. I mean, after 30 years in Papua New Guinea, I personally am extremely confident with the economy, the way it's going. And if you look at PNG, and I keep saying, let's not look at last year or year before, you look at a 30-year span and you get your ups and downs. And I think, it's a little blip, but it's going to rise. I mean, we were actually at CPL, we were flying, really. From last year, we learned a lot of mistakes we've made. We beefed up our team. We had a transformation program. The Pacific Games came through. Unfortunately, the fire actually has slowed us down. And generally a fire in a large business doesn't make that much of a difference, but Waigani Central was such a pillar for our business that it's not stopping us. We are looking at more sites for Jacks, you mentioned. We're looking at additional sites to service the people, mainly in Port Moresby to start with. And then as development happens in the outstations, we will add stores in the outstations as well. We've got 2 new supermarkets opening. So actually, we've not stopped at all with the taking of the leases of the old SVS sites. Again, I wish it was open tomorrow, but because of the infrastructure, we had to strip the whole thing out, and we're spending millions to do it up because, we want to raise the bar of shopping in Papua New Guinea. So new refrigeration, new air conditioning, new environment, and a lot of focus on fresh. So, we're not slowing down at all.
The original Stop N Shop at Waigani Central has been refreshed with a redesigned store layout, new air conditioning, an improved product range, and expanded fresh produce section. After a July 13 fire closed the new Stop N Shop at Waigani Central, CPL has worked diligently to reopen the original Stop N Shop supermarket in order to minimize disruptions to its nearby customers. The original Stop N Shop has been a familiar resource in the Waigani area for almost 3 decades.
We have invested 3 million kina in renewing this store. We have added a few new areas. One is the Bon Cafe, in which we are sitting right now. We have added more space for fresh fruits and vegetables that we are getting in from Mount Hagen on a daily basis. We have added a new nurse station. Our nurse station is a place where our customers can come daily and see a nurse free of charge. And we have added new seating areas for our fresh produce and fresh foods that we sell from our Kai bars. Everything is renovated. There is a lot of change in the store. We have put in new air conditioning, new tiles, and it's a great place to shop.
Singh added that the company is also focused on rebuilding the newer Stop N Shop at Waigani Central.
The structural engineers are looking at the building. As per my understanding, they will come up with a report in a couple of weeks' time. We are expecting, in the best case scenario, about 12 to 15 months from now for the reopening. Eventually, the plans are that when the store that has burnt down opens, we will reutilize this retail space for something else. Maybe we'll surprise you with a new quick service restaurant offering.
Not stopping there, the group is planning to expand further by opening new branches of the Stop N Shop franchise in Port Moresby.
We are working on the sites of Harbour City and Koki, which used to be occupied by SVS. We are looking at opening those 2 stores sometimes in the first quarter of 2016. And those 2 stores are important for us because we do not have a large footprint in downtown area. Both Harbour City and Koki will allow us to access the downtown customers.
The 2015 Look in PNG Expo was held over the weekend at the Port Moresby Nature Park. The PNG Tourism Industry Association came together with the PNG Tourism Promotion Authority to host the family-friendly expo. Michelle Bird with more.
The annual Look in PNG Now Tourism Expo was successfully showcased last Sunday, providing a platform for tourism-based businesses such as hotels and resorts, tour agencies, as well as airline companies from all over PNG. With an impressive turnout from families both local and international looking for their next holiday adventure within the country, as well as companies and organizations collecting information and establishing contacts. The Look in PNG Now 2015 Tourism Expo is a joint initiative by the PNG Tourism Industry Association and the Tourism Promotion Authority.
The feedback so far, what I've heard, they've all been blown away by how beautiful the country is, how super friendly the people are, and just how different Papua New Guinea really is to the rest of the world.
We actually have a tourism awareness booth. In that booth we have a lot of material on basic tourism awareness, so if you're interested in finding out about how to set up a tourism venture, how to identify your tourism product, even how to develop your guest house, or as basic as how to talk to a tourist. We've got a tourism guidebook. So all this material we give out for free at the Tourism Promotion Authority. We use the material as well for awareness in communities. And it's a great tool, and if you're interested in learning about tourism, then you can grab all that material here at the Look in PNG Expo. Also, you can also grab the material at the tourism office in Port Moresby. Also, while at the expo also has a specific booth on PNG TPA's new accreditation system. So we are attempting to launch a first of its kind accreditation system where all local guest houses are a part of a specific criteria list system. And if you join the PNG TPA accreditation system, TPA helps market and promote your guest house, and you have to meet certain criteria that annually gets updated.
Transportation is vital to the tourism industry, as different modes of transport are used by tourists to visit the different tourist attractions in the country. Aviation plays a central role in supporting tourism. According to the Geneva-based Air Transport Action Group, over 52% of international tourists now travel by air. Tourism in partnership with aviation is particularly important in many developing countries such as PNG, where it is a key part of economic development. Joining us at the expo was two of the country's leading aviation companies, Air New Guinea and Airlines PNG.
Air New Guinea has a tourist department, and we have packages over there on display, packages to all the destinations that Air New Guinea flies to, both domestic and international. Today we have the loyalty program on display. When you fly with Air New Guinea, you earn points. Every kina you spend with Air New Guinea, you earn a point.
It's exciting times for Airlines PNG because in 3 weeks' time we're going to be getting brand new planes. The first will arrive around the 28th of October. And they're going to be 70-seater planes. Our normal fleet's 36, so we'll be able to fly everyone everywhere around Papua New Guinea.
Tour agencies function as mediators in the tourism distribution system, linking producers and consumers. They are also the connection to the last frontier, guiding tourists through the winding crocodile and mosquito-infested Sipik rivers to the viewing of the only species of birds of paradise only found up in the dense forests of the highlands.
It's one of a good thing that PNGTI initiative is trying to develop into Papua New Guinea, where we can invite foreign travel agents to come in and meet our local operators, because it's very difficult to travel overseas and promote their opportunities, but very expensive to travel overseas. So it's good that we bring travel agents from overseas to come in, and people like us can meet them here and try and sell our products to foreign international travel agents.
We do trekking, we do cultural things, and then we also do safari, we do scuba diving. We coordinate especially what the tourists like around the country. So today we have come to showcase our product to potential buyers, to potential people who can afford to buy our products, and then they can see the country. So basically, this has provided an opportunity for us to show what we have and what the country has for our visitors.
Accommodation, a vital component in the tourism industry. Comfortable hotels and accommodation facilities play a very important role in popularizing any tourist destination. For a tourist or any guest to have a great experience at any place, they must first have a good night's sleep. Business PNG had the chance to catch up with a few of the hotels and resorts present at the expo.
We hope to gain a lot more business from the Port Moresby side and look forward to seeing new faces in Kokopo.
Basically, we're a small family-owned resort. We offer mainly scuba diving, but we also do land tours. And we're here at the expo today because we'd like to sort of support the industry, which is important, but also promote ourselves within the domestic market.
Melanesian is one of the pioneers in the tourism development of the countries. And we've been in operation for almost 50 years now. Under the Melanesian Tourist Services, we have subsidiaries which include the Medang Resort Hotel and the Kalibobo Village. The Kalibobo Village is just adjacent to the Medang Resort and share the same facilities with Medang Resort Hotel.
The very reason why tourism industries exist in the first place is because of customers. Business PNG caught up with a few of the expo attendees.
We've been living in Port Moresby for about 8 months now. We've had the chance to have a little sneak preview in some parts of PNG, but we're really excited about getting to many other parts as well. So today's a great chance to kind of get some brochures and have a look at what's happening around this beautiful country.
We represent Culture Consulate. We're a culture preservation and promotion tourism business. We're a new startup, so we're really interested about how the leaders in tourism are doing, what they're showcasing, what's out there, and how do we complement the services, the tourism services that are available right now.
Trying to find out where we're going to holiday in 2016 and possibly 2017, as opposed to going back overseas or back home for our holidays.
We were looking at all the different types of masks they use and all the different types of bags and how they make it, like the traditional baskets and stuff. And also the Million Bay girl. She was, we saw her the way she was dressed, and I had a lot of questions about that too. So now I know how they dress.
Hi, my name's Kay and I'm the Business Development Manager for the Mighty Meat House. It's a family-run business. My parents have been in Papua New Guinea for over 25 years now, and they've been worked in Hagen and the islands and in Port Moresby as well, and the whole time they've been in the food industry. So it sort of got to the end of their careers and they were either let's retire or let's start up our own food business here. So fortunately for Port Moresby, they decided to start up their own food business, and here we are. So we have over 60 people that we employ now, over the freezer department. We've employed butcheries for the manufacturing, meat packers, customer service, sales representatives, drivers. We have a whole range of people that work pretty well as a team. So we sell a pretty large range here of beef, pork, chicken, lamb, frozen vegetables. We are starting to get some dry goods through, like olive oils and a bit more fancier stuff. Party packs, like frozen goods, and yeah, we use a little bit of both imported goods and local product. Otherwise, it seems pretty okay. Just clean up a little bit, like put that one across the side. A lot of like our frozen vegetables come over from Europe, and the beef market here is pretty has diminished quite a lot. So a lot of our beef comes up from Australia. We do use a bit of local pork in like both our manufacturing and also in our cut. So like our pork leg chops and our pork roasts and whatnot, that's all local pork. They come in like a whole carcass, and customers can actually buy a whole carcass if they wish to. But if we cut it up, we'll cut it up into leg chops, and some of it will go back to our manufacturing site in Badilli and get turned into sausages or continental products. We make a lot of like our smoked sausages, and that's got like a bit of beef and a bit of pork in it, and cheese kranskis and Polish krakowskis and beer sticks, and yeah. Just probably with every business in Port Moresby, security is a big issue, like even when we were developing the business and when we were thinking about the layout of the shop, the whole time we just had security on our mind. Like all our glass is bulletproof glassing, and that's also a pretty big cost. It sort of increases trying to make a retail shop feel comfortable without making it look like a fortress. And even now, security is probably our number one thing, because you don't want customers feeling unsafe where they shop. Power is our largest cost. We have a lot of refrigeration, as you can see. We also have a big chiller and a big freezer here, the air conditioning systems, and obviously power is generally expensive in Papua New Guinea, but when you're running this much this many cooling devices, it just climbs right up there. definitely have some projects in the pipeline which will better the shopping experience at the meat house. And we have been asked by a number of parties about starting a franchise, but I suppose the issue with that is, you know, we're trying to build our brand name in Port Moresby, and you know, things like quality, service and price. If we did start a franchise and move the business to somewhere else in Papua New Guinea, you'd be trying to retain those aspects of it. So maybe in the future, but just for now, I think we're just still trying to get Meat House, you know, everyone talking about it and knowing about it and wanting more. So yeah, I think in Port Moresby there's, well, whole of Papua New Guinea really, there's a lot of gaps in the marketplace. Like over in Australia and New Zealand, for example, there's hundreds of butcheries and the markets are quite saturated. But here, if you're good at something, definitely focus on that and see what you could offer Papua New Guineans. Like there's definitely like a resurgence in the market, maybe due to the Exxon project, where Papua New Guineans are looking for a better quality of life, they've got more money to spend, and they are really looking for quality products as well. So if there's a gap in the market and you know that you can offer a service, people are willing to spend the money now to get that service. So yeah, focus on what you know and find the gap in the market.
And that's all we have for you tonight. For more business news, or if you would simply like to view this episode again, visit MTV online at www.mtv.com.pg. Or to join the conversation, like our page on Facebook for daily business news, or follow us on Twitter at BusinessPNG using the hashtag BusinessPNG. Until next week, enjoy the rest of your viewing on MTV. I'm Leanne Gerari, and this was Business PNG.